And we lost power. Good day, YouTube. My name is Darren and my amateur radio call sign is N4VFR. I have this loop antenna. It's just a shortwave receiving loop antenna. It's the MLA-30 Plus. Right now it's at ground level and I'm picking up some signals, but I'm going to reposition this and put it on the third floor on the roof and attach a rotator on it. Right now I'm going to show you how it's receiving while it's on the ground. Okay, this is my big ash yard. That's the 27-foot 0.5 antenna. There's that junction box that goes up there, the coax to the Skyloop. But today we're talking about the loop antenna. I bought this off eBay, I think. It's hard to see. It's the MLA-30 Plus active loop antenna. So it's pretty small, slim. Currently I got it on the stake. So let me show you how it's receiving while it's on the ground. Okay, we're looking at the back of the Anon. So this is normally the BNC that goes into antenna 1, but currently we are using the MLA-30 Plus loop antenna. So this is the antenna input to my radio. It has a bias T connection. So here's the module for the bias T. We have the antenna on the left, input, and then the outputs to the receiver. That's in the middle. And a USB plug that requires a 5-volt power source. And I'm getting that power source from a USB hub. So now let's take a listen and listen to the active loop antenna. We're looking at a 20-meter band using the active loop antenna, and you see it's working on the ground.
The cooling systems with the technology that frequently, but they do check in. So let's see if we have any active duty Coast Guard. Active duty Coast Guard. This is Whiskey 5 Charlie Golf Charlie.
Here's a weak signal here.
What's the UHF VHF and all-one radio, but I kept it for about 2 days. Absolutely hated it. But that's not the fault of the radio. I'm sure it was the menuing system. Dale.
And here's a strong station. Another strong station right here.
Come out of the back of that thing. You got enough room in it to do it. Over.
A weak station over here.
Roger. 5SA. Joel had tried to turn it over to Dave, but people aren't copying that well.
So just imagine this loop antenna on the roof. Okay, before we go and set up the antenna, I put my 40-meter horizontal loop back in line, and let's take a look at those signals compared to the MLA-30. We are now connected to the 40-meter Skyloop, and
$500, I believe.
it's a little stronger. Remember, there was a weak signal out here.
Switching subject here right quick.
It's coming a little stronger.
I don't know if y'all have noticed the rate at which they're putting up the Starlink network is going great guns, and they announced recently that with this next version 2, they're going to start supporting cell phone access. So think about what this might mean. This could mean the end of cell towers.
Remember there we were on this frequency here, 14290. Obviously it's coming a lot stronger. I didn't recall the S units from the active loop, but we're now on the 40-meter Skyloop. And there was a net going on right here, 14,300.
Engineering. Coast Guard memories still being active duty. But I wonder if there's a Christmas that you spent in the Coast Guard that maybe stands out.
A little bit of fading.
Here. So thanks for checking in with us this morning. And 73 is to you, sir.
So that's the comparison
on August the 7th of 1955,
of
he was
the 40-meter Skyloop versus the MLA-30. But that MLA-30 Plus is on the ground. Okay, so I have some work to do to get this assembled. So this is the RCA TV rotor that I bought from Amazon. It's El Cheapo. I got all the brackets on here. What it doesn't include the wires to your controller box. I have the controlling box right here. So this is what it looks like. It looks like a cable TV converter, doesn't it? And it uses a power source of 120 volts AC. So I would need to connect it to the bottom here, the wires, and also connect it to the rotor, and that's going to be at the bottom as well. I got to open this up, and it's going to come out from that access port right there. So I got some work to do on that. It doesn't provide you with a wire, so I got 100 feet of 3-conductor wire, and it also comes with a remote control. It's the RCA remote control that takes 2 AA batteries. You know what? I'm actually going to read some of the user manual, so I'm just going to bust it open.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Oh my gosh, someone's talking to me. But I think that's Siri. But anyways, here is the bottom of the drive unit, and I'm going to connect these wires according to what colors
Sorry,
I have
I'm
here.
not sure about that.
Okay, Siri, stop. I don't know.
Done.
I don't know how Siri came alive on my computer. So yeah, let's see, what colors do I have? I got white, black, and red. So I'm going to use red, black. All right, so the green one will be the white wire. Give me the screwdriver. Sí, that one. Por favor. No, not the iPad. Give me the screwdriver. Sí, that one. Gracias. Alright, let's open this bad boy up. Okay, so that's what it does. There's a hinge. So there's the contacts, and they're labeled 1, 2, and 3. So I have red, black, and white. So I'll replace green with white. So pin 1 is going to be red. Number 2 will be black. Number 3 will be white. Cool beans, I did it. Jerry rigged those 3 wires onto those lugs. Alright guys, I've already set it up already. I didn't really put it on video, but let me show you the mount of the MLA-30 Plus. So here's the existing pole that I use for my 40-meter horizontal loop, or Skyloop. Okay, if you haven't seen that video, I'll post a link above. And I mounted the RCA rotor to that pole, and I'm using a PVC pipe. They say the maximum height from the mount was 3 feet, but I didn't feel like cutting it. And I wanted to clear these wires here, my horizontal loop. So that's where I got it up there. That's the MLA-30 Plus, located on the 3rd floor on the roof. And I need to go back down and do the connections to the control box. So the antenna goes down this wire here, and I put some electrical tape and some insulation there to prevent chaffing, but it goes down there to the junction box. So that's the antenna, and I gave it some slack here, so when it turns, it won't bind. And then the control wire is this wire here, and that's running all the way around there, around the sunlight, and then down towards the junction box as well. So let's go back down and connect those wires to the controller. The red wire was connected to 1. Now it's going to be connected to 1. So red's to 1. That's what I got here. That's 1, 2, and 3. Number 2 is the black wire, and then number 3 is going to be my white wire. Not green. It's going to be the white wire, and I have that set. When you're doing this, don't forget to route your cable through the hole first. And here is the strap or the cord retainer, stress relief. I'm just gonna screw that in. There you go, nice and snug. And the last thing is I want to put this cover back on, just like that. And this unit is ready to go. There she goes, the loop antenna rotating. All right, we are set up. Powers to the unit. And let's listen to the audio. What you're looking at here at the waterfall, this is the MLA-30. Here's the audio.
Boy, I tell you what, now I admire you for that. I sure do. When I tell you I admire you for that, I admire you for that. So you got to get smarter as you get older, over.
So that's that's the receiving part of the MLA-30. I don't hear the other station, but
yeah, Roger.
This guy here is S9+5. I'm going to switch the antennas to the 40-meter Skyloop, and while I'm recording and while we're still having Thetis online.
Don't pay no attention to Kevin, because you know.
Looks like he's at S7, S8.
Laying down on somebody's couch talking to him while they writing in a little notebook.
This is the 40-meter Skyloop. Well, the audio's kind of weak. I'm going to go to bypass. There's bypass.
Yeah, okay, well, Frank, I wasn't going to tell it. I wasn't going to tell it, Frank. I really
The 40-meter Skyloop, even though he's S8, the audio sounds a little low. So let me go back to the active loop antenna.
Tell him again, Frank.
That's the
Hey, let me answer your
loop
question
antenna.
with one word. Frank, no.
Look at all the signals on there. There's the guy right here.
Thank you for the 5-9 in Long Island. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
He's S9. Let me switch over to the other antenna.
HCR.
That's the loop antenna now. Or the high, I'm sorry, that's the 40 meter Skyloop.
This is Dave in South Carolina. You're 5-9 in St. Louis, sir.
A little bit of QS Baker, QSB.
David to David. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Have a wonderful season.
He's at S8, S7. The audio is kind of weak.
Kilo Echo 1, your suffix, please. Gary Yankee Oscar. Was it 0 or 1?
Now we're on the MLA-30 plus Skyloop, or loop antenna.
I got the 0. Victor in Kansas. Victor, you're 5-9, South Carolina. QSL Victor.
And you coming through the back of the Force 12 like
He's
S9.
S9.
Studio B. You coming through the back of the Higgs beam like you own the place there, Frank. So man, Frank, we just sitting here enjoying some coast to coast and beyond RF.
He's S9.
295 is such a beautiful.
And this is the 40 meter
northeast. We got Alpha
Skyloop,
Echo 4, Charlie
horizontal
X-ray.
loop.
Southeast, we got KC5 SCK. On the southeast over in the Caribbeans, we got Victor 44, India Romeo Ivan. Charlie Hotel, and of course out west where you're at over there on the left coast.
Now this is the active loop antenna.
It's a bittersweet day for RF therapy here on the street.
So the reception
enjoying ourselves immensely.
is very good. So the reception is very good on the loop antenna versus the horizontal loop. So they're about equivalent. So I say it's working. The MLA-30 plus. So this is my take on that MLA-30 plus antenna. It's an active loop antenna. It works very well. You just saw it here on 20 meters, right? It was picking up signals, and then when I swapped the antennas to the 40 meter Skyloop, again, that's also on the roof on the 3rd floor. It was picking up the RF energy, right? It's about equivalent, but I feel like on the MLA-30 plus, it had a little bit more volume, a little bit more. The audio seems a lot louder, a lot more punchier. I'm not sure, maybe because of the polarization of the antenna. Hey guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider to subscribe. It motivates me to make more videos for you guys. Also, click on that like button if you enjoyed my entertainment of me putting up my antennas or my ham radio stuff. So I'm just like you guys. I'm just an amateur, no expert, just experimenting with stuff that I get. My call sign is N4VFR. My name is Darren. Hey, also, if you haven't subscribed, again, do click on that subscribe button. I know I'm reiterating this. And also that notification bell. You know, it's basically for the YouTube algorithm. So again, 73s. Next video, we'll see you then.